Hi everyone. Um, I wanted to make this video because I think it's important for us to share our experiences when it comes to miscarriages and infertility. I think that unfortunately, more and more it seems to be becoming just a fact of life, and I can go into a lot more detail why I think that is, but that's for another video. But right now, I just wanted to come and share my solidarity with anyone who might be going through this, and just let you know that I'm in your corner, and I hope that this video helps you get through your experience, and maybe give you a little bit of hope. So let's go ahead and get into it. Sorry if I seem a little distracted. He wants to be with mom right now, so I'm gonna let him be with me. The months of August and especially September are really exciting and sad months for our family for a variety of reasons. I'm going to be talking about one of those reasons in this video. So in August of 2017, my husband and I conceived, and we didn't know yet until September the 6th of 2017. That was the day that we closed on our house, and it was also the day that we found out we were pregnant. And I actually have a video clip of us walking up to our home, and instead of me handing my husband, sorry, my hair looks crazy. Instead of me handing my husband the keys to our house, I handed him a pregnancy test, and that's how he found out that we were pregnant. A couple weeks later, I started bleeding and automatically got scared. It was on a Friday evening or Friday afternoon, so I wasn't able to get in to the doctor until the following week. And that next week, they did some blood tests and confirmed that I was in fact miscarrying. I elected to miscarry naturally instead of having a D&C, and I think that by doing that, it really helped me to heal. It was emotionally and physically healing, and it was rough, obviously, to be reminded of what was happening every time that I used the restroom, but it was very helpful as well. And I know that that's not necessarily for everybody. Some people, having a D&C is a much better route to go, but that was my preference, to do it naturally, and I do think I made the right decision for myself. That same week that we found out that we were miscarrying, we also found out that my husband's grandmother had passed away. So it was just a really rough week for us. We decided to cancel our anniversary trip because it was just so much loss going on, and we couldn't find the joy in going on vacation when there was so much sadness. So we spent that week of vacation that we had taken off from work and just stayed home, and we grieved. For me, that looked like laying in bed for 2 weeks and for 2 days and crying and eating bad food. That's how we handled the initial loss. Then the following 2 to 3 months afterwards were rough. There were days where we would just be so distraught by what had happened, and had a really hard time getting through the day, and things would just kind of snowball, and we would see each other and just hold each other and cry because it was hard. Then the holiday season came and went, and by January of 2017, we started to talk about, maybe we want to try again. And I'll be honest, my cycles never got back to their previous normal. They just were always a little bit off from what they had been prior. So I got an Ava bracelet, and that just helped me to track my cycles and understand how things were different. Oh, honey, are you hungry? And then in August of 2018, so a year from now, or a year ago, from this week, actually, my husband and I decided, okay, let's go ahead and start trying again. And we honestly did not expect to get pregnant right away. We thought, we'll start trying in August, maybe, evaluate each month and see how we can go about things differently or do things a little bit better. And hopefully by December 2018, January 2019, we'll be pregnant. Well, I got pregnant right away, and that was obviously really exciting because we knew that we were only 9 months away from a baby, but then it was also really scary because the due date of this baby here was only a day difference from our first pregnancy. So he was due, Casper here was due May 4th, and our first pregnancy, that baby was due May 5th. So only a day difference. We found out a lot earlier on with Casper. So I think as the earliest that you could find out, we found out I was probably 5 to 7 days past my ovulation date. We found out that we were pregnant. September 6th, the day that we found out we were pregnant the first time around, is the day that we had our pregnancy confirmed, and the doctor said that everything looked healthy. So that was exciting, but at the same time, it was so scary because it seemed like everything coincided and matched up perfectly, and we were constantly, especially in that first trimester, questioning everything and trying not to get our hopes up too much because we just felt like this cannot last. Obviously it did. Fast forward to now, a whole year after we conceived Casper, a whole 2 years after we conceived our first baby, and Casper is just 3 days shy of being 4 months old, which is so exciting. But I just wanted to let you guys know, if you are experiencing a miscarriage, you are not alone. I know that we are so blessed and so lucky that we only had to go through one miscarriage before we got our rainbow baby. I know that a lot of people go through so many more, and my heart is really with you. But more than that, I want to say, like I said earlier in the video, that I am in your corner. If you don't have a therapist or a friend or somebody that you feel comfortable talking to, you can talk to me. Feel free to private message me here on YouTube. And also I'll put my information for my Instagram down below so you can direct message me on there as well. Until next time, I hope this video finds you well, and I'll see you somewhere on the internet. Bye.